Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Cordamt and we are back to continue our playthrough of Divinity Original Sin 2. So we are playing with Fane. We just had our first episode with the character building and going through the first level of the tutorial here in the ship. We are done with that. We are now going to move up out of the tutorial deck. Now what? Oh god. Sometimes I still press the wrong buttons. Small tome, gold cup, a jawless skull, I guess is worth some money.
Rubbish.
And what else we have here? Nothing. I can take this grotesque jar. I can take these pots. Don't need any more buckets. A mortar and pestle might be useful for some kind of crafting. Cooking pot for some crafting as well, or cooking. I don't even remember if that's a thing. It might be a thing. The ancient book is considered stealing. And over here we have nothing else.
Looking a bit more chipper. Yes. Looks like that collar fits you snugly enough. Nice bit of work, even if I do say so myself.
So I think this was the lady from downstairs. So can I just... No, I cannot even read it. Read. The Source King insists there are no magics too foul, even those that would block or even remove the source within an individual. I delight in this madness. It's an invitation to manipulate all which we once believed immutable. He provides all manner of experimental subjects. The text beneath lists a series of hexes and materials required for muting source. Some of those objects are circled in black ink and annotated as follows. Helm, collar, mask. I guess they went for the collar for us.
There you are. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. Oh, not to worry. Every dog has to get used to its leash. In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs. You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters.
Okay, we have our tags here for the first time. We have Scholar, we have Mystic. Amused by the room's shape, you can tell you're on a Lucian-class frigate, but why? Say you had a long black dream aboard a ship sailing the river of the dead, but you're not dead, are you? Let's go for Scholar.
Why? Because we're at sea, of course, and have been for several days.
Index fingers pressed to her lips, she pauses a moment to give you a scrutinizing gander.
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Perhaps I was a bit too generous with that sedative. Oh, well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually. In the meantime, all you need to know is that we're en route to Fort Joy.
Ah, Fort Joy.
A new life awaits, and if you're a particularly good boy, perhaps a cure as well. An end to Source. For good.
Do I want to mention there was a little accident in the cargo deck? Sure, the prisoner's dead.
Is he? Oh well. Some problems simply sort themselves, don't they?
Well, the Magister is also dead.
She frowns and peers at you closely, concern clearly etched upon her face.
Delusions such as these are rare, but not unheard of. I recommend a cup of mulled wine and another night's sleep. Just take it easy.
Okay, she doesn't believe it. Alright. Okay, so why have you collared me?
Why, for my peace of mind, of course. Why don't you try casting one of those source spells of yours? See what happens.
Yeah. Recall the feeling of waking up and draining a body of source. Recall the rushing power that filled you. Unleash it.
Currents of magic surge inside you, boiling, bursting, then breaking, only to fade back into your soul like rain into the earth.
You better stop before you hurt yourself. All will, but no result. There you have it. See?
Yep.
The collar's function. It neuters you of sorts. Makes you unable to cast Source. For your own peace of mind, of course. Yours and the whole world's.
Okay, so as we had cleared before, the collar is here to mute us of our source powers.
There's been a murder here.
For which, in any case, we don't even have the resources for. There has been a murder here.
Behind the Magister, a bloodied mass lies in a heap.
There's been a murder. Waters is investigating. She'll figure out who did it. Always move along.
Now, naturally, well, maybe not naturally, but I am not going to go through every single bit of dialogue in the game. The game has a lot of dialogue, and I don't really have the the patience to go over all of it again. Although I do have the sensation that this might be tied to some kind of a quest.
Finn didn't. We'll find.
She looks at.
I was. You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course. Finn was killed by. It looks more. Listen, bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that?
Sure.
Thanks.
So here I think we're gonna meet some of our potential companions. We want to take this bedroll. Bedrolls are really important. You can use them to rest and heal your party in sort of like an instant way. It's extremely useful. You don't want to have to stop and just cast healing spells or poisons or whatever on your party all the time. You can just click here and you are rested. You even get a buff for it.
I'm not suited for this. It's sea cow, not sea sheep.
Admire the sheep's wool and ask if you might take a bit.
Haven't got any shears, have you?
Huh. If I do have shears, can I get some of it? I do not remember, but I am curious about it. Nothing here. Let's meet Lose.
Ah, there you are. Husband, would you please tell this very charming gaggle of not-at-all brat-like babes that I am by no accounts this Losa woman, nor do I sing, in fact. I'm deathly allergical.
Play along and take her arm on a grin. Tell the children they must be mistaken.
How very correct you are, spouse of mine. Madame Josephine Gribbles de Peeb refuses to be confused with anyone. What? What's the...
Her pinched face cracks into a great grin, and she shoos.
Yeah, okay, you found me out. Go on and get, and maybe I'll sing you something when I'm good.
She turns to you, dark-eyed.
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we?
Mm-hmm. True enough, shake her hand. Lose, you presume?
You presume right.
Ask if she knows anything about the murder that happened on board.
Nope, trying not to find anything out either.
Okay.
Ignorance is bliss. The utterer, the better.
Tell her she ought to have a look around with you. You can watch each other's backs.
Thanks, but I already belong to an elite and exclusive ship gang. We play ball every day after lunch. You're too soft for it. You take care, though.
Suddenly, her eyes cloud to an unnatural black. Greyish veins run down her face, and her mouth tightens into a cruel sneer. As quickly as they came, the clouds clear. She smiles as though no change came over her.
Good luck, Chief.
So she might have some issues there with those things popping into her mind. But that will be revealed later. I keep pressing E to try and rotate the camera. We have Sabine over here. Hello, Sabine.
An elf sits tucked away in a dark spot, lazily rolling dice onto the surface of a barrel. They sound like the dry cackling of an old witch.
Snake Eye.
She chuckles.
I bet that's just what they'll look like.
Wonder what she's doing.
Rolling dice, deciding fates.
Whose fate is she deciding?
Don't worry, honey. It isn't yours.
She looks you up and down with the merest hint of a coy smile on her lips.
Never say never, though.
If you can decide fates with dice, ask if she can really, if she can read the future in cow entries as well.
She eyes you quite seriously.
Not the future, no. But I can read the past in flesh.
Ah.
The perks of being an elf, you see. I'm quite good at it, too.
Right, so elves in this game like to well, I'm not sure if they like, but they can consume like human flesh or elf flesh or whoever's flesh. They can eat other people, and when they do, they get some of their memories back. Sometimes even abilities or spells, which is very useful.
I could lick your arm and tell you how you spent the night before last. Shall I?
Why not? Extend my arm.
She looks at you in surprise when you bear an arm.
Aha!
My. Guess I'll have to find out the memory from Marrow, won't I?
She gives your arm a vigorous stroke of the tongue, efficient like a cat grooming.
You were in a cellar with other sorcerers, watching, staring at them, hoping that none would stare back. You were desperate to speak up, to reach out, to form a connection with these strange creatures. But you were scared, terrified even, of what they might think of you.
Admit wide-eyed, that's exactly right.
Of course it is. The truth's right there, skin deep, so to speak. But don't you worry, darling. Your secret's safe with me. I don't lick and tell.
Okay, she doesn't lick and tell. There's a greasy key over here, courtesy of pressing Alt. Ifan Ben Mezd.
A scruffy man lounges against the wall with scarred arms folded. A sly smile playing on his face, he stares across at the Magister guarding him. Noticing you, he straightens and beckons for you to come closer.
Watch your back, new fish. There's a murderer on board, and I'd bet 3 months' pay it's this tramp Ifan.
Rolling his eyes at the Magister's warning, the man named Ifan beckons again.
Move closer to him.
He leans in and adjusts your collar with a sharp tug, balancing its weight so it no longer presses unpleasantly on your neck. He winks.
Pinches less that way, right?
Hocking a phlegmy gobbet in your general direction, the sullen Magister settles back to his task of glowering at Ifan. And now, you.
Ask Ifan why the Magister suspects him of murder.
We used to know each other, more's the pity. I was his commander many, many, many moons ago. Isn't that right, Vic?
Standing far back from Ifan, the tight-faced Magister draws one finger across. Ifan grins.
Same as he was at 14 years old. Only difference is somebody gave him a bigger sword and now he's Johnny Big Pants.
So I'm still curious about the murder. Did you do it?
No.
Aye.
The dead man. Finn, is it? I'd no business with him. And I wouldn't put a
He glances over at Magister.
damn shame sheer annoyance isn't reason enough.
Okay, I'll just take my leave here.
Ifan performs an elaborate.
I don't think it matters too much what we do here. The Red Prince. I'm just gonna take these bottles of beer, because why not? Now, the Red Prince is, at least for me, kind of annoying to talk to. So I'll probably skip most of this.
Then all of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin.
Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. In which case, on to the second question. Can you knit, weave, open, on then to my final...
God, come on, man.
So, as per still, beggars can't be choosers. So without further ado...
You are
I
now
give
my
you
slave,
my
okay.
sincerest congratulations. My slave, of course. Anyway, you may...
Yeah, okay, sure. So, no. Now, as you might have guessed, given that these are the people that you can choose from in character creation, and that they all have a origin story, these are the playable characters or potential companions. We're gonna meet a new one over here, which is Beast.
Eyes closed, palms face up on his knee. He raises an...
Listen up, boy. You hear that? The ship, of course.
A wave of sound washes over you.
And sick as a leper's cat.
The ship is
Speed of it,
sick.
I'd say she's... But there's more. There now, just like squeeze. Aha.
His eyes snap open as his countenance breaks.
There. You heard it, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it.
Nothing more than a
Listen,
rat.
No, you pardon my beard. That means if we've been travelling for... so you've eyes.
The dwarf.
That'll be all. Thank you kindly, boy.
He continues.
He's
stroking
hatching an escape. Okay, sure. So they all have something to say, and I'm not gonna go through all of it. We have Magister Jalen here and the Source Hound. Okay, he doesn't say anything of interest. What about you?
Well, you aren't here on my...
Okay, I'm fine, he doesn't care.
Here to register, sir. Good, good. Magister Williams is just about done with the last... You faring okay so far?
I'm fine.
Glad to hear it. You head on.
Okay, so this is actually the quest we want to go through. But I did find the greasy key, so I wonder if I can just get in here. I can. That guy doesn't seem to care, but even if he does, I'm gonna close the door. We're gonna take some garlic. And you might ask yourselves, why am I picking up all of this? And the reason is, I don't know. It might it might come in handy at some point in the future, and I do not wanna leave it behind. That's a strong bottle of poison. It's a very nice heal for me.
Never thought you'd end up in prison.
Pick up the fishy. But honestly, I think most of what we pick up during the course of the game is gonna be sold. Now, a couple of things to mention about a lot of containers and picking up a lot of stuff, because this might be relevant for anybody wondering. Is, if I can find it, of course. Where is it? Not my journal. God damn it, where can I see it? Ah, I think it's here, right? In the civic abilities. Yeah. There is one which is called Lucky Charm. Increases your likelihood of finding extra treasure wherever loot is stashed. This is actually very, very, very powerful. It might not seem like it initially, but it is very powerful. So, let's talk a little bit about civil abilities, because this is important for the rest of the game. If anybody in your party already has Lucky Charm, for example, I believe it does not make any difference if anybody else also has it. At least so far as my playthroughs, what I typically do is I try to have somebody, at least one person in my party with Lucky Charm as high as it can go, one with Bartering as high as it can go, one with Persuasion, and then also one with Thievery. These three over here, for the most part, they are not that important. Although you can put some points, I guess, in Lore Master, which can be useful. But the more important ones really are Bartering if you want to get some discounts when buying gear. Lucky Charm, I'll explain why in a second. Persuasion for chatting. And then Thievery for stealing. Now, the reason why Lucky Charm is so good, it's because every time you loot something, it doesn't matter what it is. It can be like a sack. It doesn't matter. There's a chance for you to find an item at your current level. And item level in this game is stupidly powerful. You might have, let's say, you might find a very, very powerful item at, for example, level 5. And it can be just straight up outclassed by a basic level 6 item. So when you find higher level items, it's usually a very big deal. And you want to make sure if that item is or is not a good replacement for what you currently have. And Lucky Charm allows you to get any item of your level. This means you can actually pick up some very good weapons, armor, trinkets, stuff like that, where you otherwise would just get nothing. So having somebody, one person with that maxed is very, very good. Okay, so let's go over here. We're gonna meet Windigo. They're talking about murder.
Of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking magisters. They keep their crossbow trained upon her as she's being interrogated by an officer.
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fella.
Yes, I did.
Well,
but of course, that was only the beginning.
Murder is solved. I think this is the lady from the initial cutscene.
She turns her head and looks you straight in the eye.
There are others whose lives must end.
Good God, the woman's mad. You there, sorcerer, go and fetch Magister Siwan. We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
So I do want to free myself of this. I'm not even sure where I stand with the Magisters and all that, but since I'm being held prisoner, I guess I'm not very friendly with them. Address the sorcerer and ask what she meant by there are others whose lives must end.
It means your journey draws to a close.
She wants to kill me.
For it for now,
okay.
Because
she reaches for her collar and simply removes it.
I'm just about to create a scene.
Subdue her, men, quickly! If she casts source, the Voidwoken will come. They'll end us all.
She smiles with wicked satisfaction.
Precisely.
Yeah, so basically the problem with the source powers, and this is why they're collaring all of the source sorcerers, is that if you cast source magic, according to the lore of the game, it might attract a certain type of monster into the world, which is what happened during the initial game cutscene, and that's what they're talking about over here. They're called the Voidwoken. If I remember right, if you are casting source spells during the course of the game, it changes nothing. All of the Voidwoken are scripted. Don't kill me, woman. Nope, just knock me down. Kill them, though. Oh no.
These savages see me without it, they will have my skull for a goblet.
Yeah, so she took my mask, which is very annoying, because now we have to go through what I talked about initially, about people not liking the undead, and you not wanting to be seen without some kind of a mask or a hat. So now I do want to make sure I find some kind of helmet. Well, I do have one if I need it. Which is a bucket. Just stealing all the things because I cannot stop myself. Okay, we have a couple of weapons here which are going to be useful. Okay, a bunch of empty cups, we don't care about those. Display case, bottle of wine, might as well take it. Deck of cards. Okay, so things have changed over here because pretty much all magisters have died. I did pick up a couple of notes and requisitions, which I'm trying to see if any are particularly relevant for the story. This doesn't seem to matter all that much. One more requisition for food, and that's about it. Okay, now, in terms of weapons, what you typically want on a spellcaster is going to be one of three things. You either want a staff, which has a powerful ability, and typically a lot of stats. You can dual wield wands, which can give you a lot of damage per second, because you shoot twice when you attack. Or if you want to go more defensive, you can simply use a shield, which I'm probably going to go for the majority of the game, just because it does keep you a lot safer. Shields, and once again, especially if you move up to higher levels, are very, very good. They're very defensive. So I tend to, if I don't feel particularly confident that I can just straight up one-shot fights, I'm going to use a shield. Okay, so what do people over here have? And this guy had a key. She killed the dog, bitch. I can pick up an eyeball. Okay, so all of my potential friends are just knocked unconscious. None of them are dead. But everybody else is dead, I think. Okay. I want to see the people back. Oh, the sheep died as well. That's unfortunate. Now can I have some wool? No, but I can have a lamb chop. That bitch is alive. But I think I'll deal with her after. A poetry book. I also picked up a shirt, which is better than what I have. Okay. Okay, and we can go up this way. We now have a hood as well. We have a water barrel. We have a doggy over there. Hello, doggy. I'm friendly.
Long before this thing snaps into splinters.
Special arrows, which are very important.
Desperately at its snout. It winces as it draws blood from its wet black nose and continues scratching.
Okay, shout to the dog, has to get out of here. The ship's going to sink.
The dog notices you for the first time and snarls, the hairs on its back prickling as it lowers itself into a lunge.
Sorcerer!
It sneezes suddenly and paws at its nose once more.
Can't smell. Can't breathe. Too much sauce. Too much. Too much. Please, make it stop.
Okay, tell the dog you're not the one who did this. You'd stop it if you could. Ask the dog if its job isn't to hunt sorcerers. Tell it to go find the one who did this. The ship isn't going to last much longer. Decide it's best to put the dog out of its misery. I'm not the one who did this.
The dog whines and continues.
Okay, doggy. So the doggy cannot be reasoned with. What have we here? More dead. Oh, a bow. A barrel. Now there's fire over here, which is annoying. Okay. Dropped some water on it. Murtoff, dead fog barrels have been locked down in storage. Stay out, you and Rix both. If anyone starts fooling around down there, it'll be lights out, Captain Colwyn. Yeah, so as we saw before, or as I mentioned before, dead fog is a sort of gas which will just instantly kill any living thing that comes into contact with it. It actually allows for some pretty silly tricks later on, depending on what you are okay with exploiting. I can't really say it's exploiting, but you can do some pretty powerful stuff in this game. And Death Fog is one of those things. Because you have some spells which can transmute terrain. So you can basically take Death Fog with you and drop it somewhere else. And if you drop it on top of, let's say, a very, very powerful enemy that you currently have no means of defeating, you know, via normal combat, you can just kill them straight up by dropping Death Fog on them. That's something I will not be doing, but it is an option, in case anybody wants to. Okay, so we can go out through here, I think. But I want to check out this room. The one with Death Fog, because one of the advantages of being undead is that we are impervious to Death Fog.
The marking on the door was painted recently, judging from its pungent scent. You recognize the symbol immediately for what it is. A warning of Death Fog within. You press your palm against the door to open it. Your fingers clack against the wood, and you suddenly feel grey. The touch leaves you numb, dull.
Pull open the door.
It doesn't budge.
Use your key.
The door groans open, but an ashen shadow clouds your mind.
Okay. Oh, that's different. A kraken tentacle. Okay, so yeah, you can walk into this area over here, but if you are playing with a living character, you do not want to touch the fog.
Still, this means trouble.
Yeah, you can see I'm just walking on that fog, and it doesn't really make much of a difference for Mr. Fane. Now, I'm not going to go anywhere else in here, because partly I don't think there's anything of interest inside, but I did see that Kraken tentacle over there, and I'm not 100% sure if it's not going to attack me if I move too close to it, so I'm just going to go away. We're going to take a gold cup. Anything I can see that's remotely valuable, I am going to take as long as I can carry it, because weight is something to consider. Now, hey, I forgot about this. I am not sure if this doggy will join the fight. Okay, so because these two are going to fight me, yeah, so we have to attack this door. We have no way of opening it, so we can go for fire. And now just let it burn. The dog actually went away. I'm gonna lock this door. I do not remember if animals can open doors. I would say they cannot, but again, I'm not fully sure. Picked up some pants, which gives me some armor and some movement speed. I'm gonna take them. Any little advantage I am gonna take. We have a journal, which says... not much. Okay.
By divine grace, who was that howling?
He eyes the collar circling your neck and reaches a hand towards his blade.
Another sorcerer!
Motion to destruction around you. What's going on here? What has he seen? Finger your collar. You can help him if he can get rid of this stupid device off of you. What's going on here?
Like you don't know? Mutiny! Did that witch fix your collar too?
We actually have an intelligence persuasion here. Tell him there is no mutiny. You almost died at this woman's hands. Sure. Success.
Go on then. Find a place to hide and stay there.
Really? Dude, I'm so accustomed to fighting this that I was not expecting that.
A human's chief.
Yeah, can I just kill you guys? Because I don't wanna... I actually wanna fight them.
No more bizarre than anything else that species does.
I was not expecting not to fight, honestly. Pew! Okay, this way I can open up with a nice spell to drop some oil on them. He only has 4 points of magic armor, which means he's gonna get affected by this, pretty sure. So 1 dagger on you should kill, 2 on you. And now poison, and he's dead. There we go. Yeah, if you thought I was gonna play like a merciful, very compassionate person, no. They're trying to imprison me, they're trying to take away my powers, and I will have none of that. I'm not saying I'm gonna play like an evil character, I'm just gonna play a practical character, let's say. They are in my way. If they learn, or if they feel like they want to kill me, it might be dangerous, so yeah. We are gonna take them out before they take me out. Okay, so nothing here, I think... What am I missing? I've dealt with them. Doggy is friendly. Right? Right. I don't remember. Because I want to save my friends.
The young woman lies in a heap on the floor.
Shake her shoulder. Okay, I cannot do it. What about you?
The Magister lies on the floor.
Okay, because at this point I think I just want to leave. But I know there's an option to save them. Okay, let me go through the place that the game is actually pointing me to and see if it makes a difference. Which was, I think, down there. Yes. But I could have sworn that once I did this, I could no longer get back down. Am I wrong? Oh, I think I can go down after it. Okay. Okay, so we have these viscous voidlings over here, which can be annoying. I'm gonna try and slow them down with some oil here. Like this. They both take damage. I'm gonna set them both on fire. Okay. Let them walk through the fire. I don't think they can reach me because of being on the oil. And this should be enough to kill that one. I think he might die to it. We'll see. And now just shoot this guy. And okay, good. They're both done. Scroll of Fireball. I would like this fire to go away. It's raining. There is oil on the ground though. Okay, there we go. No. Let me click the other guy. Thank you. Oil on the ground. Okay. That's bad. Nothing. 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 So if I want to go up there, I would probably do what? Now this is mostly for fun, I guess, because I don't actually think there's anything of interest. I did not want to do that. But yes, we can pick up barrels. Some people like to exploit throwing barrels to kill enemies because they're very heavy. And if you drop something heavy on an enemy, it does damage. So it is a very reliable way of killing people. I find it a bit too silly for my taste. But again, you can do it if you want to. Toss it over there. Toss it over there. Let's not get killed by the Kraken. Is what I'm kind of hoping for here. Why is this barrel like it's heavier than the other one or something? No, it's not. Okay. Okay. I'm just checking what they have, basically. Scroll. And nothing. I can steer the ship. I don't know where, but I can. We picked up an improvised wand, which can actually be quite handy. Because you can mix fire with poison and you're constantly blowing stuff up. I'll actually take that for now. And I believe we can leave this way. Oh, okay. We can leave this way, but I want to go and save my friends. That's how this works. I was forgetting about it. We're gonna have some enemies here. Yep, they've all woken up. I am no longer feeling very happy about not having my shield. I will put the oil here to block both of these. And I guess I'll set you 3 on fire. Ah, come on. Okay, they're all burning. Come on, beast! Yeah, petrified. Bitch. Okay, he went that way.
They who are about to triumph.
Fortify himself. Firestorm grenades. Bit much, but okay. Loza can kill this guy. Or that guy. Thank you, Loza. Sabil will probably kill this one. Adrenaline. Good. So we're only missing, I think, 2 enemies, right? Yeah, 1, 2. This one is dead, he's petrified. No, it's actually only 1, never mind. Where are you going? Ah, okay, battering ram. Knocked him prone. Do I even do anything? No, right? I can move. Stab. I can drink my coffee. Okay. What you doing? Okay. So they're all dead. We have saved our friends. I don't believe there's anything to gain from doing this beside experience. But experience is always welcomed, of course. I think we also have the option to try and save this lady. Actually, let me steal this first.
She tries to speak, but can only gape as she clutches her neck, trying to stem the bleeding of a gushing wound.
Can I help her?
With jagged movements, she raises her clenched fist and holds out a length of cloth, soaked with some kind of strong-smelling tincture.
Take the cloth and hold it tight to the wound and try and stem the bleeding.
Blood quickly soaks through the cloth. Magister C1's mouth opens and closes, her eyes wide in terror.
Okay, I mean, wrap it snugly around her neck like a tourniquet doesn't seem very wise, does it? What? How does the game even react to this?
Blood pours out from around the bandage.
Nah, she's just dead.
Out to you.
Slit her throat, better to win it quickly. Dead. At least you could have given me like your wand, bitch. I am unconscious. And we are done with the tutorial area. Das Krakens.
I have plans for you, child. Rise.
Honorable Dallas, we lost a ship sailing sorcerer prisoners to Fort Joy. We assume some escaped and broke their collars. Their vile magic lured the Voidwoken. All who were aboard are presumed dead. Yours faithfully into eternity, High Judge Oriven.
Okay, we're gonna go into Fort Joy. Oh look! We are stranded on a beach.
Well, that was decidedly unpleasant.
Never before seen.
Am I the lone survivor?
Alright, so we are now in a much larger world. It's kind of like an open world. You can pretty much go wherever you want as long as, you know, you don't find something locking you or anything like that. I don't remember this. Sight range indicator. Oh, this. Okay. It's actually quite possible to die to these little enemies here. I'm thinking I can deal with them. But I'm gonna go sneaky. Before doing that, we are now a bush.
Voidwoken. Those are the same.
If I could hit both of them with a single spell, would be quite a lovely thing. But yeah, I'm not just jumping into this because, again, it can be dangerous to try and fight these guys. I could go and pick up some extra companions for it, but I'm trying to see if I can get all of the experience for myself. It's called being greedy, and I might pay the price for it. But yeah, we'll see. Let me see if I can do it now. Whee! Okay. So they have vampiric hunger, which I can't remember if I can right-click them or if I right-click them if it will attack. Actually, I'll check it when I feel safer here. Okay, so we have the oil. I'm gonna toss out some fire. I can only hit this guy, sadly. Still, I'll do it. Some very nice damage. And can I hit them both? No. So I'll just attack this guy. Or I can even just move back, honestly. I'll attack him. Yeah, so poison and fire is a very good combination. Dead, we have leveled up. Can I level up mid-combat? No. Okay, so he is hit with fire. Let's poison him also and then just run away. Right. I could also just attack him. I guess, sure. That's enough to kill. Okay, good.
I thought these bloody collars were supposed to keep those things at bay.
And again, like I said, it has been a while since I have played this, but I do think that, well, I would assume that if you are playing with more people in your party, experience is gonna get split. I don't actually remember it too well. No. I just wanna... I gained 100 experience for killing one of them. Okay. I'll try and compare when I have some more people in the party. Oh, I know him.
Look here, Quercus. Another giant. My word, this blasted isle is teeming with them.
I think this guy is from a DLC. Because the first time I played the game, he didn't exist.
What's that? Yes, I did see how it made short work of the great acorn servants. Quite right, very impressive. But that is no reason to trust it. Giants like that destroyed our forests. They are the very reason the great acorn is returning in all its wrath. What? Dear me, have you taken leave of all 6 of your senses? You would have me use this giant for a shield? Why would I?
And I think we can only see this because once again we have Pet Pal.
Oh, I see. You cunning devil, Quercus. Of course, if it defeated the great acorn's vile servants, it can do so again. We need only follow in its big, wide shadow and be safe.
Laugh and tell him he's quite welcome to follow in your shadow. Ask the squirrel why he accuses us of destroying his forests. Giants, acorns and shields. No idea what he's talking about. Yeah. So why are you accusing us of destroying his forests?
Egads! It speaks our tongue, Quercus. Hush before. What do you mean a good time for introductions? You know full well who I am, you silly old cat. The great Solora, grandest of the... Oh, introduce myself to the giant. I shall do no such thing. You give away your trust too easily, my dear steed. No, we will have the giant march. In time, we'll see whether it deserves our confidence. Now, onwards! Shield! Venture forth, post-haste. The great acorn waits for no one.
Alright, and now this guy is gonna pretty much follow you all over the place, which can be very annoying. As I have had times, or most times actually, the guy just died on me. Because he can walk on surfaces, which, you know, can be burning ground or poison or whatever, and he will get himself killed. I think you can still do his quest because he walks around as a ghost, but I would prefer to have him not die. There is the Red Prince over there, I know, but I am gonna leave him there for now. I don't even think there's much of a reason to leave him there, but still. Take up some mushrooms. I still kind of remember where I can find some of the friends I want.
I've spotted something.
What have you spotted?
It seems we're not the only ones taking on strain.
Das Cut!
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, but it stares at you with acute intensity.
What? How did I get? Hey, stop following me.
Ask the cat if it's feeling okay.
Huh? Yeah, fine. I'm fine. I'm not sure. It's all a little foggy.
Wonder where it came from.
The cat opens his mouth as if to speak, but his eyes lose focus, and with a jerk he turns away from you.
Did I mess something up?
The cat's eyes are clouded and
No, I think he also follows me around, but there is a way to actually get him as like a summon. World secret passages. So this place right here is where you would find Fane, if you were not playing with Fane. He would be here, rummaging through this dead human. Identifying glass can be used to, I think, find information about items. Disarming traps, some special arrows, a new weapon, a primitive harpoon. And we're gonna get there later, not right now. We could go up here, but I don't think there's anything for me just yet up here. Okay, we're gonna leave that. We will come back later. I would like to find the dwarf, and honestly, I know I'm not very original because I typically always take the same party. I think I've played like once with different characters just to see their stories, but for the most part I take the same ones because I just prefer some characters over others, and I love taking Beast with me because he is a dwarf and I love dwarfs. So he is always coming with me. This will trigger story. Can I only find Beast after going through there? Maybe. I'll just pick up some more items here. If I wanted to super min-max, which is not necessary at all, I could leave all of these containers for later until I have somebody with Lucky Charm and then go and check all of them out for a chance of picking up new items. But again, it's not necessary. Tongs. Can I get this without telekinesis? I guess not. I don't even remember what the shells are used for, but I picked them up anyway. Child.
Mister, it's a lot nicer here than that stinking boat, huh?
Also a sorcerer.
I'm sure glad some of the others made it out alive too. Saw one of them wringing out their tunic at the shore a few hours ago. Say hi for me.
Okay. Give me the shell. Now, this is where the Red Prince is, right? Yeah, it is. So I think maybe I can only pick up Beast once I go through here. Well, I guess. So let's go through here. Oh, actually, let me level up. So, the way we do this is... I have 4 memory slots. But I think I will just... No, I'll do this, I guess. +1 point, +1 slot. Yeah, okay. Cool. Over here, I'm gonna be taking... There's actually a lot of things I could take. And... yeah, there's a lot of stuff I want. Because I want Scoundrel, for reasons we were gonna explore later. I want Hydrosophist, I want Aerothurge, I want Huntsman. I think I'll take Scoundrel for right now. And again, just to explain a little bit what I'm doing here, because it might feel a little bit out of place. So I'm playing as a wizard, right? And I'm trying to, or I mentioned in character creation I was going to be focusing on magic. And I'm starting out with fire and earth magic, so pyrokinetic and also geomancy. However, there are a lot of extremely powerful spells and abilities that you can get reasonably effectively, even if your stats are quite low. But they do have requirements. So, for example, there are certain abilities from Scoundrel which I will want to use, and the only thing I care about them, honestly, is just being able to use them. I do not need to have 15 points in Scoundrel, for example, to make this useful. I don't actually care about that critical multiplier. And the same thing applies for everything else. I'm going to be taking points in Huntsman, I'm going to be taking points in Hydrosophist, in Necromancer, Aerothurge, all those things, because of certain prerequisites for certain spells. But we're gonna go into that a little bit later on when I have some more spells to actually show. For the time being, I'm just putting a point in Scoundrel here, just because I know I'm gonna be using this rather soon. For civil abilities, I'll just keep putting points into Persuasion. I want Thane as my party face, and that should be good enough. Also, to keep this in mind, do not be, if you are a new player especially, don't be too afraid of experimenting with any of these things, like attributes, combat abilities, civic abilities, even talents. Because once you are done with Act 1, I believe that's the trigger point, once you are done with Act 1, you can respec your characters for free at any time. So don't be afraid of experimenting and seeing what works for you, what you like and what you don't like.
Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use. Cut it out.
Damn.
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come.
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Make yourself small, you'd rather not get noticed now. Step forward, saying this is injustice, okay. Shout that whether she's telling truth or lies, you won't find out by mutilating her. Okay, Scholar. Quietly muse it if they wanted to keep a lot of their magisters in check at once, this spectacle is the way to do it. Or Mystic, call out that only the gods are fit to take back what they have given. Sure.
Stay silent, you.
Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root. Her eyes squeeze shut. Drops of blood form against the dagger's edge and quickly fall to the ground. She groans.
Have you ever seen the movie Itchy the Killer? Don't see it. but this reminds me of that.
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, Atusa. To think you would lie to his only son, your bishop, and your friend these many years. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. If you will not help us save it, then you will help the Void destroy it. Dallas?
Yes, Your Holiness?
I believe we're done here.
Oh well.
What a waste. Come,
Oh well.
need it elsewhere.
Sorry. We cannot cross this area before these guys go away. Yeah. We found a limb, and elves can eat limbs to experience the memories of that person. As I said before, we can actually even get some abilities and spells that way. So I'm gonna save all of these, body parts and limbs for once I have Sibyl in the party. Because I am gonna have Sibyl in the party. And we are gonna start exploring Fort Joy in the next episode. Right, because most of this we have seen. This part I'm gonna look at later when I have my full party, and then we're gonna explore the entirety of Fort Joy. It's actually one of my favorite areas in the game, so I quite enjoy it. I hope it will be fun. With that, my friends, I want to thank you all for being here in the channel with me watching some Divinity Original Sin 2. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Questions, suggestions, anything at all, leave a comment below. If you are enjoying the content, consider subscribing for more. Many more videos coming out soon. It is also a free and easy way to support the channel. I hope to see you all in the next episode, and until then, stay safe, everyone.